And so a lot of people usually ask me where I'm from, and I tell them sometimes I'm from Africa, sometimes I tell them I'm from Nigeria, and sometimes I don't respond. Reason because sometimes there are people who are actually disrespectful regarding the way or the manner at which they get to ask me where I'm from. And so I just give them silence. But anyways, have you ever wondered the reason why um, the word feels small or feels smaller whenever you get to connect with genuine people and you get to discuss, you get to interact and socialize with people? Different flags, different culture, different country, different beliefs, different languages, but then the same human story. And I watch a lot of videos that actually sometimes, or some memes that actually showcase that we all had the same childhood. Have you ever wondered that even if we are oceans and miles apart from each other, we still experience almost the same thing as humans? We still feel the same feelings as humans. And so, just a quick refresher of a geography. And so I'll say there are seven continents in the world. We have Africa, we have Asia, we have Europe, we have North America, we have South America, we have Australia and Antarctica. So Australia, on the other hand, is actually a country, the only country that is also a continent. And when you talk about Africa, we have countries in the northern part of Africa that includes Algeria, Morocco, Egypt. And when you talk about the eastern part of Africa, we talk about Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda. And west, we talk about Nigeria, Togo, Ghana, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire. And in the south, we have Zimbabwe, South Africa, Swaziland, Zambia. All right. And now there are differences in all of this country. When you come down to Asia, people think that Asia just includes China, Japan, Indonesia, Singapore. No, we also have India as part of Asia, and also includes um, the Middle East, which are just regions. Okay, the Middle East, which consists of Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, which people popularly think Dubai is a country. Dubai is actually a city in UAE. And so we also have Palestine. I just discovered that actually Palestine is an Asian country, not Philistine. Philistine is actually a country in the Bible, but modern country is actually Palestine. And so also we have Yemen, all right, as part of Asia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Iran, Iraq, and all of those countries are actually in Asia. So now, thinking about it, I upgraded my mentality or my mindset that we also have countries that no one usually knows about, because until when you get to expose yourself, that is the only when that's the only time you get to realize that there are more countries out there that you even popularly know. You feel me? And so when I first got here and I get to realize that there are actually people that are from Papua New Guinea, which are actually known as the Oceanians, which includes Oceania is actually a region, okay, that includes Australia, Papua New Guinea, the Pacific Islands, all right. And so, guys, the first time when I first saw Papua New Guinea and I was like, damn, these people are the same nigga as us, man. I mean, the only difference is that they look more Asian than Africans. All right. But then we have the same air texture. We have the same, the same, how would I say it? The same face, kind of face structure, I would say. But now that's not the way I'm here to describe, or that's not what I'm here to talk about. But then I get to realize that there are actually different people, different beliefs, different backgrounds, different cultures. And you know what? There is beauty in our diversity. There is so much beauty in our diversity that it's we cannot even comprehend it. That all of these people were beautifully made by God. If you go to the part of Europe, on the other hand, we have Turkey, we have Russia, we have Italy, we have Ukraine, we have countries like Finland, Greenland, United Kingdom. You feel me? And all of these countries are actually part of Europe, which when you see them, when you see the people, you get to realize that they all look the same. If you see an European person, you definitely know this person is an European. If you see an African person, you can't be able to differentiate which part of Africa they come from. And when you try to think about all of this, speaking from my own perspective, you get to realize that we all as humans, we can come from different culture, different country, and different backgrounds, different beliefs, different mindset also. But at the same time, we have the same feelings. We have we express ourselves almost the same way, literally. And if you think about it, we feel the same way, the same emotions rather. We feel joy, happiness, sorrow, sad, overwhelmed. You feel me? Hope and faith. And all of this actually comprises us as humans. And my message today is that regardless of wherever we're from, whether different flags, different cultures, different beliefs, that we are all human. And as a human, I can actually, medically speaking or scientifically speaking, if you've studied the anatomy, the human anatomy, there is no human anatomy that is different from another human anatomy because we all have the same organs, the same things, the same blood that runs through our brain. Say brain, that runs through our body, rather. You feel me? So when you think about it, you just get to realize that we all as humans, there is beauty in our diversity. There is beauty in how we were formed. We are beautifully made. That's just it. And I believe that as humans, in whatever decision we are taking, generally, humanity should come first. Because no human is more human than another human. I'm going to repeat that phrase. No human is more human than another human. And no human is less human than another human. No human is less human than another human. And we are all equal, regardless of whichever country you're from, whether you're from North America, because when people hear about America, they only think about United States of America. No, America is divided into two. We have the North America and the South America. If you go to the North America, you have countries like Canada, United States of America, Haiti, Mexico, uh, Dominican Republic. And if you come to the South, you have Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Peru. All of these countries the people from these different countries might look different. And just because they have different skin color does not mean that they are not the same. They are all humans, regardless of whichever country they come from, regardless of whichever lines divides us in this world. And my message today, okay, is that what surprised me the most wasn't the countries themselves, but the people that I have met and the exposure I've met with these people. I mean, the knowledge I get to realize, or from the perspective of the way I see humans in this world, changed because you get to realize that all humans are just the same. Because when someone gets shot, does that mean that they wouldn't bleed? Of course, they're going to bleed. If you cut through a human body, definitely they will bleed. And regardless of whatever it is, I just want you to know that we should celebrate our diversity and not, we should celebrate our diversity and see beyond our differences as humans. Tell me, let me know what favorite country of yours would you like to learn about, and also which country have you ever visited that you had a culture shock, or also that was out of touch for you. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Peace out.